Good morning. It's nice to be here with you again. I know that sometimes when I do these meditations, there might be people present and there might be nobody present, but the information that comes through on these Be the Light meditations has value because as we are connected to the information communication grid, I know that there is someone in the future who's going to pick this title on that page and needs to hear this message in the way that I deliver it. I have always trusted, and that's why I continue these meditations. It has value for service for someone with the vibration of peace or reassurance or self-forgiveness. And that's actually today's topic, because being human, I am a human, and as many tools as I have, and of course you know who I am, Jan Jorgensen, Sound and Light, healingarts.com. As many tools as I have to understand human behavior, emotions, consciousness, disconnect, trauma, over the decades that I've studied as a nurse and a vibrational student. And I would have to say that so much of what I learned is just remembering and acknowledging and confirming what I know inwardly. But still, during the week, there's things that come up that I just have to say to myself, oh, how could this be happening after all of my understanding and all that I know? How could I still be hitting against a wall and be feeling inadequate, stupefied, stunned, and embarrassed by something that I have done, a way I've showed up into the world that is less than cohesive, fully aligned with my own authentic voice, really holding the vibration. And so in those times, I have to remember I'm on the journey. We are on this journey together. And there are timings through astrological influences, weather, current stresses, our biological state, where we are not able to sometimes deliver at our best. You've had those relationship arguments where you've got escalated with the trigger and you say, oh my goodness. And sometimes you can even throw out a relationship based on a emotional jag. So let's think of some ways that we can prevent meltdowns by knowing yourself and calling on the higher forces to align before situations occur, prevention, and while situations are occurring, and then afterwards. I hate to call it damage control, but I call it refluffing and kind of realigning things when, man, you've just gone to that cortisol stress edge, over the edge, and you know you've hit that post-traumatic stress syndrome and you're feeling like a failure, like all the things you've done in your life and all of your experiences have created this mess. So first I want to reassure you, it is part of the journey, and part of our journey is learning compassion for other humans. So as perfect as you think you are, maybe 70% of the time, that other 30% that you're still striving and learning gives you a sense of forgiveness, compassion, and kindness towards other humans on their journey. Because just think, if we were all perfect, what's the point? Game over, done. So let's drop into a meditation and see what words will come through that will assist us in these 3 stages of our human journey. Let's take a deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. We ask and intend to set a sacred space. We place a hold-on of balance over our entire body. It's a geometric structure that allows everybody else's energy and even our own thoughts to be outside. And what is inside of this beautiful structure, it's actually an octahedron, like 2 pyramids, their bottoms together, and we're just floating in this, looks like a triangular shape. We are floating in a state of stillness and blessed peace in this moment. No monkey mind to judge or monitor. So first, we ask that all stress related to whatever your quagmire is be removed from this space so we can actually think clearly and plan and remove these trauma energies. Take the reins of our own energetic field again. Take a deep breath, and we know that we can add the big guns, the power to do this by connecting to Source. So the next part is, we ask and intend to call in our spirit guides, those emissaries, those helpers of higher vibrations and knowing, and kind of been there, done that beings of light. And you know who they are. We all have our faces, the facetry of the Creator, Jesus, Kuan Yin, Mary Magdalene, Buddha. So you choose your own. And take that nice deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. And we begin to still our minds and just relax. Just relax and know that everything is fine in this moment. And that perhaps someone else that was thinking you're so perfect that it felt was off-putting for them, they're glad that you are not so perfect, that perhaps you need them. We need each other because of our foibles. Did I say that right? Foibles? Because of that which the link within our being almost needs to link up sometimes with another human, because we are moving the planet forward together, coming out of isolation and being vulnerable and allowing ourselves to be seen in our softness, our uncertainty, and our imperfection is a gift to other people. So I hope already you're feeling better and you're reframing your situations. Take another deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. And by this time, I hope you are feeling more empty and more safe. And as we move through this meditation, that you are sensing an openness to reconsider and recalibrate your perception of failure. So I've often mentioned that there's a bit of an hourglass over the top of our head that keeps us from the higher vibration of Source, this beautiful corridor of divine light. So just imagine that you and your divine light helpers are beginning to open this up so that you may avail yourself of a bath of vibrations that make you feel comfortable in your own skin, comfortable in the pacing and timing of your journey without this overlay of shame and pressure all the time. Take a nice deep breath and just let it wash through your body. We have these little jagged energies, and the late Candace Pert actually would say that our mind generates a bath of endocrinology. I made up that word, but your endocrine system, guided by your hyper hot neurology, sends out chemicals of stress that live in your cells and create networks of hot bundles of easily triggered nerves. So this energy that we are bathing ourselves with is calming and soothing. And even though we're using our imagination, it is actually happening. Science proves the intentionality of our creativity and imagination has, of course, a very deep effect on the chemistry of our cells and the operation of our endocrine system and well-functioning harmonic organs. That's how meditation works. And that's how being And fear works is setting all that off. So we are resetting that you are safe, that everything happens in the right timing, and that we can set a buffer and a neutral zone when something happens less than our perception of how it should have happened. We say, "Ah, yes, I am learning this. Amazing. I learn more about myself. I learn more about my limited thinking, my containment, and my constriction of certain behaviors are okay. That my image has been limited by social standards that I have adopted." Another thought is you may begin to work with and study some amazing programs that allow you to see your own energetic profiling that is a foundational structural way that you operate. One of them is human design, the human design system. There's another program, and it's called Destiny Cards by Robert Camp. And these help people, I use them in my coaching program, understand that by your birth date and other parameters of your being here and entering the planet at a certain time, there are certain approaches and strategies that work better for your absolute foundational energetic exchange with other people, projects, and your sense of comfort in the world. Some of them have different challenges. They all have challenges and they all have gifts. So I encourage you to learn more about yourself with quality programs that are time testing. And I'll say that again, human design and the destiny cards. They even help you understand how to navigate relationships more powerfully with self-knowledge. But nothing beats, these are helpers, but nothing beats the actual flow of these divine energies. And as I'm speaking, I'm asking that they still continue moving through us, putting out the little fires of angst, of anger, of self-loathing. It goes very, very, very deep into our memory cells, all of these feeling worlds that then become belief structures. Let these things begin to let go their grip so that you can be free, so that you can relax, you can be soft, and you can flow with moments that just begin to set you on that edge of discomfort and to reset into this vibrational container that we are setting your system at now. So we ask and intend that this bath of energy goes through and releases your muscular tensing up patterns. Okay, great. Just let things move through. How wonderful. I just received a beautiful text, and timing is everything. And it was very happy, and it goes right along with what I'm saying. That's what that little ding was. Watch life, how it just drops in little signposts all the time when you are in the zone and you are flowing this joyous energy. Especially let this energy come in and pull back the constriction of speaking your truth. I just feel it so much sometimes. I'm so afraid to say the full thing powerfully that needs to be said. Maybe you feel this too. So just feel that softening and pulling back so that when you do say your truth, it's more gentle and graceful and flowing. So the receivership of other people on the other end can feel your willingness to speak the truth for the highest good for all. Excellent. So is there any other part of your body that you're asking for a little bath, a little blossoming, a little opening, a little more synchronicity, any congested area of energy in your body? We ask that it simply unwind now. Beautiful. And continue this bath through your brain. Again, your organs, your sometimes these words, muscular skeletal system. I put together different words. Take a deep breath and just allow it to happen. Send this energy down to the deep core of earth, for you are connected to this earth and it sustains you. And let that energy come up now through the bottom of your feet, way through your body, nest in your heart, and just weave in this new, solid, a new solidity of self and peace and presence, no matter what happens. Take a deep breath, and to the degree that you wish, you may go ahead and close that hourglass of being this open and feeling this wonderful isn't comfortable, or you can leave it open. We just send this energy all the way back up and plug into source, so you are a beautiful fiber optic cable of the vibrations of connection and restoration. As we finish this meditation, go ahead and put a beautiful golden orb around your entire being that is resilient and flexible and protects you as you bounce off the world and its issues and projections and people and all that is, so that you may sustain and hold this delicious tapestry of your true profile and vibration, which is a beautiful thing. Thank you for joining me today for the Be the Light meditation, and I will see you next Wednesday. If you can't be present at 9 a.m. on Wednesday Pacific time, just go to my website, Sound and Light Healing Arts, and look for the Wednesday morning meditations. Click on that link and you will see many, many, many titles of, again, vibrational little messages that may help you as you approach and seek to deal with life's quagmires. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great week.